Yo, it's your boy Dctree, and this is Dctree-Nation, the channel on YouTube that covers hoops and heroes. And today we're talking hoops. We're talking Kyle Kuzma becoming a free agent. And if you know one thing about Spurs fans, and I do know Spurs fans, is that as soon as someone's name, a big name, comes across the ticker tape, as soon as we hear about a player of Kyle Kuzma's caliber being available, every fan wants him on this team. Every fan wants him on the Spurs. But I'm here to tell you that may not be the best idea, so pump your brakes.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
And just listen to what I have to say. Hear me out, okay? All my Kyle Kuzma fans, just hear me out. Take a deep breath and just be quiet, like on the movie Quiet Place. Because I get the buzz, I get the feeling of enthusiasm. We got the cap space, we got Wembanyama coming. You know, let's spend some of this money, let's get some talent. This guy has a really high ceiling, potentially. I get it, but you just have to trust my senses, man. I got a sense for these type of things, and I don't think Kyle Kuzma is the best bet for the San Antonio Spurs as currently constructed, man. You got to trust me. I got senses better than Spider-Man.
Come on, Peter Tingle.
Okay, my senses aren't that good. Not that good. That was a raw scene, by the way. But back to Kuzma, man. Kuzma definitely has been putting in work for the Washington Wizards, but you have to remember that is a bad team. Sometimes it's easy to look really good on a bad team. He did hit you with the 21 points, the 7 rebounds, the 4 assists, which is very impressive. But you have to take into account who we already have on the squad. And I get the correlation because, you know, obviously, you know, he was in the news. Kuzma was in the news not too long ago for being a fan of Wembanyama, them taking a picture together, him shouting them out as being the real deal. So I could see him potentially wanting to play with the guy. That makes sense. So I see why Spurs fans are making the connection. But really, if you really look at our team, we already have a Kyle Kuzma on our team. His name is Keldon Johnson. He's averaging almost exactly the same amount of points, 22 points, you know, a little less rebounds, but he's basically doing what Kyle Kuzma is doing with better defense. Also, not to mention, you still got Devin Vassell, who can play the 3, the 4. He's obviously starting at the 2. He can play those positions. Then you got, you know, obviously Keldon, like I mentioned before. Then you got Sohan that can play all 4 positions and the center. You know, we got Wembanyama that's probably going to play a little power forward sometimes. So we're pretty loaded with the forwards, man. And it doesn't make sense to try to get Kuzma, you know, and I get that his ceiling may be a little bit higher than Keldon's, but Kuzma is going to want big money, man. He turned down $13 million from the Wizards, so you know he's going to at least want $10 million on top of that. So is he worth the investment given where the Spurs are right now, when you have players that could potentially mirror that same production? All right, guys, that's it for this one. Let me know in the comment section what you feel about this rumor. Do you agree with me, disagree with me? Let me know, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.